All right, let's start another week in my life. It's Tuesday, April 21st. Just dropped off Cody. I do have today off. I am not going to go see my mom as of right now unless she's like, please come see me. Last night she was like, don't waste your day off for me. And sorry, I'm still trying to adjust my camera. I do feel like I might go, kind of want to do a little shopping, a little retail therapy, you know. I've been really needing to go to Sam's Club to get some stuff. However, it's like my fridge and freezer are fucking jam-packed full, so I really can't. So, like, I can't buy anything like that goes in the fridge or freezer. So if I go, it'd only to be getting paper plates and like maybe a couple pantry items. So then part of me is like, well, maybe I'll wait till we can eat through the freezer and fridge a little bit. That way we can go and do one big shop. Does that make sense? But I don't know. But we have no paper plates. We've literally been being good about just using real plates and then washing them, which is fine. Better for the environment, I suppose. But I'm sorry, we're just a paper plate family. But I think it's also just like, this will be the first time I'm home alone since everything happened, and I think like part of me is just kind of on edge, and I feel like if I sit home alone, I'm only going to be thinking about my mom. So then part of me is like, well, maybe I should go to Sam's Club just to get those couple of things, and plus then it's like less money to spend later, because I can go today, spend $100, and then we'll be all set. Or I can, you know, because really I just need like paper plates, some trash bags, some protein shakes, like those kinds of things. But I also hate going to places like that by myself. I don't know why, I just do. I also really want to look at, not that I would buy anything today, but I really want to get some new outdoor chairs for outside our apartment, because I have these like woven ones, and they are nice chairs. They're just really hard to clean because they're woven. So part of me has always have been wanting to like replace them. They were kind of pricey, but not really. Like, they were pricey in the sense that I don't want to just throw them away, because they were like $200 for the set. But I mean, I know like decent outdoor furniture usually even costs like $200 per piece, if that. So I do know I got a good deal. I bought them from Best Buy because I have a Best Buy card. So I just found them on Best Buy and was like, this works. And they, like I said, they are decent chairs. They're just really hard to keep clean. But I really do need to work outside. But today is really cold. Like, it's sunny and beautiful out, but the temperature is very like brisk. So I really I don't want to spend a lot of time outside today. So I don't know, maybe I will go to Sam's Club. I don't know. But anyways, I want to get like those like rocking chairs or something, just something for outdoors, so that way when it's nice out I can force myself to sit outside. Because let me tell you, that's one thing that like I really struggle with in the spring and summertime when it's nice out, is I just get too lazy to go outside. And like I really need to, like, especially this year, I like want to take more walks and all that, and I even bought pepper spray so I can do it and feel safe. I just still haven't gotten the gumption to take that first walk, but I do want to eventually. Like I said, today, even though it's beautiful out, it is really cold out. I don't know the temperature, but it feels like it's like barely 30 degrees out. It's very cold today, so I don't know. I guess we'll just see. But yeah, I don't think I'll go to Sam's Club. I don't know. You guys, I literally thought I was recording this whole time I was making this, and I wasn't. But I just made the dough for copycat crumble cookie brownie batter cookies. We had a pop-up crumble event in my city. I don't have one. The closest one to me is in Portland, which is like 3 hours away from me. So, but they did a pop-up event in my city recently, I think to like see if there's enough interest to open one here. But anyways, and they were selling like a box of like 4 cookies. And one of the cookies in it was a brownie batter one. It was my husband's favorite one. He still talks about it. So I found a recipe on Pinterest for copycat brownie batter cookies from Crumble. So I will leave it down below. But basically you mix a box of brownie mix with a 1/3 cup of melted butter. I will admit I did 1/2 cup because I didn't feel like measuring it. So I just did a stick of butter. I think I did 3 tablespoons of flour, 2 eggs, 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. And you basically just mix it. They say if it's too runny to add more flour, but I think it looks pretty good to me. I'll see once I scoop one out. And then I have the oven preheated to 350. So I need to line a pan with parchment paper and then we will scoop these out. Okay, these are what they look like out of the oven. They say not to overcook them because obviously like it's a brownie batter, so you want them like super fudgy. But I'm just worried that these are still a little raw. So I'm gonna let them cool and then check them out. Okay, I laid down for a little bit after lunch. I had ramen. I was gonna have my Goodles cups that I got, but I didn't because I think I'm gonna make mac and cheese for dinner to go with our kielbasa. I was gonna do the Cajun chicken rice, but I just think Cody would like homemade mac and cheese more. So no, hold on. I'm not doing that tonight. I'm gonna maybe do that tomorrow. Tonight I'm actually gonna make a baked ziti, a makeshift like high protein baked ziti is what my plan is for tonight, because tomorrow is chop suey at work and Cody and I don't eat the chop suey because we're just not big fans of, well, we're not big fans of traditional American chop suey where it's like just elbows, ground beef, diced tomatoes, onions, and peppers. I like chop suey where it's essentially like spaghetti but with macaroni. That's how I like it. And that's not how it's made at the nursing home. So we don't tend to eat on chop suey day there. So we're going to pack our lunch. And because Cody looks forward to pasta Wednesday, if I made the baked ziti, he can take leftovers tomorrow. So, but I think I'll make I'm not going to make like a actual coffee. I'm going to make one of these salted caramel lattes. I don't think there's caffeine in these, if I'm being honest. But I did get this new mug, you guys, from my Disney shopper. I'm in a Facebook group called, I'll put the group in the description box. It's on Facebook and it's a shopping service. So she like goes into the parks, buys it. Anyways, so they came out with a It's a Small World mug, and I just had to have it. It's a Small World is one of those rides that I have to go to it. I have to ride it every time we go, even though it's not my husband's favorite because of the song, because you're literally listening to that song for like 2 minutes straight, or however long the ride is. Actually, I think the ride is a pretty long ride. I think it's like 5 to 10 minutes you're on that boat listening to that song. Well, anyways, I'm gonna make one of these. You only brew this into like 6 ounces, so it's not much. I just feel like I need a little something, but I also still have my Diet Coke from lunch, so maybe I'll just drink that. And then we're gonna get Cody at 4:30. I've debated because his brother said he would pick him up today if I had gone to the hospital. And I've debated texting Cody like, do you think you could just have Dylan get you anyways? Just to give myself like time, you know? So I might still text him and just say like, what are the odds that Dylan would still pick you up? You guys, we're going to get Cody right now. My cats are fired because I was cleaning out my fridge, right? And I, was scrubbing the like door of the fridge, had like grape jelly or something like crusted on, and it was so hard to like get off. And so I was like looking under the kitchen sink cupboard, underneath the sink, to see if I had like a scrub daddy or something, because the sponge I was using, sorry that's loud, the sponge I was using just wasn't working. And when I opened it up, I noticed there was mouse poop like all through that cupboard underneath the sink, and it definitely like was chewing on one of the sponges. So the thing is, two things going through my brain. One, I don't think it's able to come out of that cupboard, because I've looked all through the kitchen and there's no signs of a mouse anywhere but underneath that cupboard. The cupboards do have magnets that keep it closed, so I'm gonna guess it's hard for it to like get out. Two, but if it can get out, here's my other thought. So for the past month or two, every time we have used now it's more so the oven. It was like if we use the stove too, but every time we turn on the oven, there's been this god-awful smell that goes throughout the like downstairs of the apartment. And I thought it was on the inside of the oven, and I did everything. I did the baking soda and like vinegar trick. I've had ChatGPT give me everything under the sun to clean it. I've done everything short of like getting a new oven, basically, like to clean the inside of the oven, because I thought it was just caked on, because like I'll be honest, have not cleaned the oven since we moved in, okay? But it never looked that bad, you know? So finally like actually cleaned the inside of my oven, and the smell was still there. But the other night when I went to make homemade pizzas for WrestleMania, I of course was standing at the oven, and I'm just like, God, I'm so sick of this smell. But then it dawned on me that I feel as though it's not the inside of the oven. So kind of like was looking around the oven, and I thought, okay, I'm thinking it's something outside of the oven, either behind it or next to it. The cats do tend to push some of their toys under there. Like I know there's a couple of cat toys under there, so I thought, is a cat toy burning underneath the oven while we cook? I also like was thinking the other night, I was like, is the stove too, like, I don't know how stoves work, okay? Because I'm not a homeowner. I've always just rented, and I've never had an issue with an oven like this. So I thought, is there a chance that the stove is too close to the wall? Like, are they supposed to be flat against the wall? So now I'm wondering, scarily, is the smell we've been smelling every time we turn on the oven a dead mouse around the oven? Now, I am too scared to clean that out by myself. I have dealt with mice in the past when I've lived alone. When I lived in my apartment on the island, I think I killed like 20 mice, and my dad would have to come into the apartment and get rid of the mouse every time. He would have to just go in and get rid of it. Then when I lived off the island in that little like tiny ass studio apartment, I had mice, and I did have to like get rid of the mouse myself. And basically what I would do is I would get the mouse traps where it was like really stuck inside, and I would basically like take a dustpan, throw it in the trash, and then take the trash to the dumpster every morning. But since living in this apartment we've been in for the past 4.5 years, almost 5 years, we have never once had even a hint of a mouse. And I always thought, because for some reason we are like in the middle of the apartment building, there's not a lot of like holes or anything from the outside into the apartment. So I'm still wondering how they're getting in, because like I said, when I go home today, after I take pick up Cody and we go home, I'm gonna look, because I'm like, how did it get into the apartment? But I guess there is like a hole. But the thing is the only place I'm seeing it is underneath the kitchen sink. Because I even looked in the cupboard next to it where our cat food is, and I'm not seeing any droppings in there. So I'm gonna guess they're somehow coming up through the piping underneath the building. I don't know. Like I said, this is the first time I've noticed. So, I mean, granted, I'm not like looking underneath the kitchen sink a lot, but it was like, oh shit, that's mouse poop, and that is definitely a sponge that they've taken a bite out of. Now the weird thing is that the sponge that they were eating out of, I'm pretty sure is the one Cody uses to clean the litter box. And people say if they can smell a mouse, they won't, if they can smell a cat, because of course I was Googling, like, well, first my thought is, do I tell my landlord? I feel like we should. At the same time, I feel like they're just going to be like, what do you want us to do about it? But I feel like it's up to them to like make sure I don't have pests in my house. But then again, I have 2 cats. I have 2 cats. 2 cats who love to hunt. Anytime that there is a bug in the house, they are on it. But not this mouse, apparently. Oh, hi. It's been a minute since I vlogged. Probably like a couple weeks almost since I picked up the camera. I just completed a workout because today I've decided that I am going to be doing the 75 soft challenge, where I mean, you could literally just look up what the rules are. I mean, it's not, the reason I'm doing 75 soft is because it's very flexible. Like, they just want you to do like a 30-minute activity today. So today I did some MK Fit workouts for 30 minutes, and then read for 10 minutes, which that I'm really excited about, like actually making myself read every day. Because I have so many books, you guys, like so many books. I keep buying books. I'm an Amazon Prime member, so I get a free book a month. Like, I literally have so many books, and I don't read them. I don't read at all. And I'm drinking 1 liter of water, which is not bad. I actually usually drink that anyways. And take a progress picture a week. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I probably will. I probably should, so I can see it for myself, but not necessarily share it. And yeah, so this morning I did MK Fit. Oh, and you have to like just like healthy eating. Like, they're not like 75 hard, where I don't know who they is when I'm saying they. It's not like 75 hard where like you have to be on a strict diet, and if you cheat one day you have to reset your 75 days. It's more like I think just like having more balance in your diet. So I have the Healthy app, and I'm going to attempt to track my macros. I'm not good at tracking food. That's my biggest thing. And why am I doing this? I like a challenge, especially when it comes to weight loss or trying to get healthier. You guys know I did Whole30 like a few years ago before I met Cody, and I actually really liked it, and it made me feel really good. I've already been practicing healthier habits. I weighed myself this morning. Do I want to share my weight online? Yeah, fuck it. I weigh 278 today. I have not seen 278 on the scale in quite some time. When I got weighed at the doctor's, I think I was 280 or 283. And that's without me like really dieting. But I have been doing healthier swaps. I feel like I don't eat nearly as much as I used to. Now, why I'm starting it today? Well, it's the first Monday of May. Having a parent who got sick. If you're new here, hey, hi, my name's Melissa. Welcome. Please subscribe. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. And once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I think I can start monetizing my videos. And my goal this year is to somehow make money off social media, even if it's $1. So anyways, my mom had a stroke 2 weeks ago. Not 2 weeks. 3 weeks ago? She had a stroke a few weeks ago. And hers was caused by a blood clot. And honestly, hers was probably caused by smoking for 45 years. However, you can also get blood clots from other things, you know, like being overweight and all that. So you can get blood clots, and anyone can have a stroke. You can be completely healthy and have a stroke. I'm not trying to like say, you know, but at the same time, it does open your eyes like, okay, my mom had a stroke at 63. She's really young. I want to be healthier for myself. I want to live a long time. I want to have a baby. You guys know I've been wanting a baby for a very long time, and a big part of like putting off trying or, you know, having low libido and all that is from my weight. And yeah, so we are starting the 75 soft today. I'm really proud of what I've accomplished so far. This morning I woke up at 5:30 because of the trash truck. And I was sitting down here, I had a cup of coffee, and I was I'm onto this new YouTuber. She's not new. She's probably not new, but she's new to me. Her name is Skye. Love her videos. Highly recommend. And she was talking about the 75 soft. And so I looked into it. I looked it up on Pinterest. Got a cute little printable. It's on my fridge right now. And I was like, I could do this. I could do this. And so I got the motivation to put on some workout clothes. I weighed myself, put on some workout clothes, came downstairs, put on a workout. I feel really good. I still have an hour and a half till I technically have to get ready. So I'm still able to sit and relax for a little bit. I don't know how it's going to work on the weekends. I have to work 5 to 1:30. I'm probably going to just push my workout to after work. Or those might be the days I go for walks instead. I don't know. My goal is to start going on walks. I bought some pepper spray so I feel safe. I've also thought, especially when I'm getting back into working out, like when I'm like the days, like I know tomorrow my legs are going to be sore. So maybe those days I go for a walk instead of doing a workout. The goal is that you have to do a 30-minute activity of some kind. I'm drinking a little glass of chocolate milk. It's lactate chocolate milk. I've been trying to test out different chocolate milks because we love Fairlife chocolate milk, but when it's $6 a jug, it adds up because we go through it really fast because we're both drinking it. This one was like 4 something. And it has the same amount of protein, I think. I think higher calories, though. It's lactose free because I am pretty sure I'm lactose intolerant. So anyways, yeah, so I wanted to jump on, catch up, tell you guys about this. I will probably document it a little bit on my channel. I don't want, like, my channel to become a weight loss channel. But at the same time, I vlog my life. Like, this is my life. I show you guys literally my life. You guys seem to like to see videos about my life. So I will probably be talking about it quite a bit. So, but I will make sure there's a balance so that way people who don't want to hear about it don't have to hear about it too long, if that makes sense. Some other things to catch up on. I can't believe I have to address this. I don't have to address it. I'm going to. In my last video, I got a comment about me supporting Alexandra Rodriguez. Now, I'm not going to get into all the things. But if you actually go to old vlogs of mine, when the scandal about her came out, I was really hesitant to watch her again. I actually went a few months without watching her, and then I picked it back up a little bit. I do understand what people feel about her. And so I will try not to talk about her so much to trigger people on my channel, because I know I talk about, like, watching her a lot and all that. So I'll try not to, like, mention her as much. At the same time, like, there are worse people in the world, so take that what you will. And I think it's okay that some people will support someone and someone doesn't. I mean, we see that every day with politics, so I just feel like this one girl on YouTube is probably not the worst person in the world. So, anyways, I'm going to stop talking about her as much, is what I'm trying to say. It's also, like, I watch her too, by the way, because her and I relate to her a lot when it comes to, like, the TTC part of it. So that's also why I watch her a lot, because I just feel like, you know, going through similar things. Anyways, and then the third thing is an update on my mom. If you guys don't know, but if you do know, she had a stroke a few weeks ago. She is back home. She spent 2 weeks in the hospital. They were really impressed with her improvement, and she has to do physical therapy and potentially speech therapy. And, but she's back home, and she's a disabled woman. She walks with a walker now, and they had to do some things, you know, get a shower chair and all that for her, but I'm really happy. In a couple weeks, I am on vacation. I actually have to get through this work week, and then I'm on vacation starting next Tuesday. I'm going to go to the island either on my birthday or the day before my birthday. I haven't quite decided. I'm also doing a hair appointment next Wednesday. I'm going to be coloring my hair, and yeah. So I'm really excited. I will be vlogging my vacation probably, because I have a lot I plan to do, but I'm also planning on some days where I'm not doing anything at home, so it's gonna be fun. I'm excited to be having some time off, because honestly, I'm a little bit burnt out at work. And oh my god, you guys, we saw the Michael Jackson movie. I went with a couple of my coworkers. I friggin' loved it. I want to go back. I want to go see it again. It was so good. Jafar Jackson. And speaking of people that I shouldn't support, you know what I mean? Like, that people don't support. I personally don't think Michael Jackson did anything to the kids. And I'm not looking for a debate. That's just what I truly believe. But anyways, I loved it. Jafar Jackson, his nephew who played him. There are scenes in that movie, you guys, where I swear I'm looking at Michael. And it's so good. The scene where they're practicing for the Beat It music video, I swear I keep watching on Instagram Reels. It's probably my favorite scene. Also, he redoes, like, the Thriller music video. It is so good. It's so good. So I highly recommend. Don't listen to the critics. Go see it. I will say it ends in 1988, and there's supposed to be a part 2 coming, which I kind of like that they did, because Michael Jackson's story is so huge. Like, there are so many parts to his story. There's parts, and they even admit that there's parts to that movie that they had to cut out for length reasons and whatever, that there could be so many movies about him, because his story is so big, and there's so many levels to his story. So, yeah. I really recommend. And it was so good. But yeah, so now I'm going to sit for a few minutes, and then I'm going to eat. I made breakfast sandwiches yesterday for a meal prep, and I'm going to eat one of those, and then I have to go to work. Just dropped off Cody. Now I gotta head to work. I do. You can go ahead. I won't hit you. Yes, of course. I love when they do the little thank you wave. Alright, just dropped off Cody. Now I'm heading to work. But I gotta go pay rent. Usually we go together so that way Cody can drop it off. But we're running we were running a little late, so I like he just walked in right on time. Like if we had gone to pay rent first, he would have been late. And even though this is his last week of Hannaford, so update on that. Today and tomorrow are Cody's last days at Hannaford. Then he is officially done there. And then he is working full-time at the nursing home, which is really exciting. So, yeah, really happy for him, really proud of him. I mean, he did it, you know, and he's been wanting to do this for a very long time. So I'm really glad that he got to do that. So, you know what makes no sense when it comes to driving? Like, I literally, the light just turned green, but then it told a pedestrian to cross. So then I couldn't go because I had to wait for him to cross. Like, why wouldn't you just make it so the lights for the cars don't turn green? Anyways, so yes, so that's really exciting. And I have tomorrow off. I was gonna have us go out, but just to save us some money, because tomorrow's Cinco de Mayo too, so a lot of people are gonna be out. So tomorrow I'm just gonna make tacos at home, and then we'll probably maybe try to celebrate like on Friday, because it is just really exciting. Like, he's finally getting what he wanted. Like, he's been wanting this for a long time. I'm sorry, my hair's so frizzy. I took a body shower, so like the steam didn't help it at all, but I'm about to put on a hair now once I get to work. Okay, rent is dropped off. Basically, we rent through a company, and the company has multiple locations. Like, this is an apartment complex. We don't live here. You guys have somewhat seen where we live. And then they actually own 2 more places in town. So we have to drop off our rent once a month to this location, because this is where their office is. We do have the option of paying rent online, but I don't do it because there is processing fees, so it would make it so our rent would actually be higher because we'd be paying these processing fees. It does suck. Now, I mean, I could mail a check also, but then of course then you have to factor in the fact that you have to pay postage, and I'd have to drive it to a post office anyways, because we don't have like an outgoing mailbox. Anyways, so all is that to say, we just come here once a month. It does suck because like this place is so close to Hannaford, so we were always just dropping it off before Cody went to Hannaford. So we probably won't come to this road very often, although I mean there's shops and stuff, we'll probably still, and Cody does have like prescriptions at this location, so I mean we're still gonna have to come here often, sometimes, like at least once a month because of Cody's Ozempic. But yeah, I just it is going to be a little out of the way. However, you know, it's free to drop off the check, whereas if I paid it the other ways, I have to pay more. So it is what it is. So now we are heading to work, and I'm going to be getting there early. So I'm thinking, I brought my Kindle, because part of the 75 Soft is you have to read 10 minutes a day at least. So I think I'm gonna sit in the car and read. I also want to start bringing my Kindle for like reading on my lunch breaks, because sometimes I truly don't know what to do on my lunch breaks, like because I eat fast, and so I often scroll on my phone for like a half hour, but it's not like I want to. And now that the weather's getting nicer, like I'm probably gonna take more breaks in my car. So I don't know, sometimes I vlog without intention, sometimes I vlog with the intention of I'm going to vlog every day for a week so you guys can just see a full week in my life. But you know, this is one of those days where I have no plan.